I'm saying that maybe we should just not toss it to me because I fucked it up every time.
Listen, you gotta learn how to do this shit.
If we're going to do this, why is it such drastic consequences?
Because you fucked up before. We don't want to sit here and carry dead weight.
Okay, I got this.
So throwing a mace for the intro.
It's 67.
Let's do this.
67.
Let's hear this. Like your broadcasting voice. Like, get into it.
This is Girls Night Out, the podcast.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to episode 67. Well, you said the broadcast voice.
I don't know why.
That's your broadcast voice?
Wow.
It's not.
What is your broadcast voice?
Well, we're not really broadcasting, but...
But he
Hello, and
said
welcome
broadcast.
to episode 67 of Girls Night
That's
Out.
your voice. No,
Thank
wait,
you.
that's
Thank you, Jordan.
You made... Okay, the truth is, I don't know what my broadcasting voice is, so I panicked.
That's the
I
truth?
made... Yeah,
That
is the truth.
truth is apparent.
Manolis is making his way down the stairs to join the episode.
Can you close that door up there?
Yeah, I just I jarred it. I closed it.
Do the intro.
Then closed it.
Okay, technically, I haven't... Let that be my trial, because Manolis wasn't here yet. So now...
That was trial
That's your
and error.
trial?
That was my
Trial
trial.
and
error. Okay.
Yeah, so this will be my real intro.
Do your real intro.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Do the real intro.
So just my regular voice, no broadcast.
Yes.
No broadcast voice.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got that idea.
It's not like it's recorded that someone told you to do it.
No.
It's not like...
That'd be ludicrous.
That would be insane.
Welcome to episode 67 of Girls Night Out podcast. My name is Mace Scaloni, and to my left is...
I'm Gavin Stevens. I'm on your right, aren't I?
No.
Yeah, I'm on your left, so I'm Gavin Stevens. And also with me is Manol Santanos and Jordan Shear. All of us are here. Well, not all of us, but the four of us are here today.
Like you said, all of us are here.
Jordan's being a bit of a... he's been being a bit of a diva.
Wow, what happened?
Nothing. He's just having fun.
Mace and Gavin, you guys did a show last night at Toronto's famous comic book shop,
That's
the
right.
Silver Snail.
Silver Snail.
How was it?
It was fun.
Really, really fun.
Yeah, and we bought buttons. I didn't think you were into comic books, and he said he might poke himself, so I didn't get you two buttons.
I really appreciate the Deadpool button.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of Deadpools, and I saw the face, so I got you one.
Very nice.
And so we had a good time. It was a great crowd.
What is this? Is that yours?
There's money for the show.
Oh, okay.
But it was a great crowd. It was full, and we all did a good job.
Now, how was it getting out of... Like, we do a lot of shows in Hamilton, so
Yeah.
is it nice to get out and do, like, a show at a comic book shop? Like,
Yeah, it's different than a comedy club.
Okay, tell me first of all, was it on Saturday night?
Yeah.
In Toronto?
Yeah.
At a comic book,
Yeah, it's Silver Snail.
Silver Snail. Is that the same location? No, I'm just like
He's just he's trying to figure out where he is in the conversation.
Just doing past plugs. He's gonna do the
He's
show
good.
we did
This will air
Saturday. And
This will air next week too, so it's so late.
that should be our new thing. We just plug things that have already happened. Always.
I don't know if you guys heard of the Hindenburg, but that's
about to happen, man.
that's gonna be huge.
It's going to be dope.
It's gonna be awesome.
So, yeah.
It's a comic book shop on Dundas, near Dundas
And that
Square.
used to be on. Is that the place that used to be on
Yeah, it
Queen?
moved to Dundas Square.
Dundas Square.
Yeah, so it's right near what's the name of the Five Guys Burgers?
Yep. It's
And,
literally
H&M.
the doors right beside.
Yeah.
It's just
Does it still have that giant snail on the front?
No,
Didn't it used to have a giant snail?
No, it had stuff painted, but it's got Spider-Man, a couple of Spider-Man, giant Spider-Mans, R2-D2.
You know, Manolis is right. There
was
was
the
on the Queen Street one. There was the big sign, and it said Silver Snail in white font, and then behind that, it was kind of hard to see, but behind that was a big. It was just like an actual snail. It
Oh,
was
okay.
silver.
But it was
Snail.
like 3D. Like
Yeah.
wasn't it stuck? It wasn't just painted on. Wasn't it like it was like a?
Kind of stuck out
Out.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember the characters on the side of the building,
So
on the front.
Well, now they've changed it from that, from an actual silver snail to like this character that's like a robot.
Yeah, like a robot type. They've
and
changed
you
it
were
a
on the
lot.
show.
Yep.
Yeah,
Were you there?
no,
Okay.
he wasn't there.
So, was is the new place nicer, or did you guys like...
I think it's nicer.
So where do you
don't
do?
like it? I think it's nicer, but
You like the old place better?
Yeah. There's like
But-
3 floors.
It's 2 floors.
2 floors.
Yeah, 2 floors.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm kind of counting the middle one.
It's like a landing.
Yeah, true. But there's still comics.
So do they have less space for actual physical comics?
No, I don't know. What do you think?
It's fine. I think it's just as good as a comic book store. I just liked the old one. Just like,
Was it more gritty?
yeah.
Well,
the environment.
Yeah, the neighborhood changed, so I had to move. There's no comic book shops south of on Queen or south of Queen anymore. They're all north of Queen,
Now,
north of Dundas, actually.
So it's a business thing then?
I don't know. I think they bought this building.
As a business, it probably makes sense.
If they move their business, I'm sure it's probably for
That was a personal thing.
They were using a fight with
Yeah.
his wife at the time.
He smacked someone. George is the new owner. He used to work there. He's worked there most of his life, and he bought
wow.
the place, so he owns it now. And they moved it up there.
Oh, wow.
And I think in terms of location, Silver Snare was good there too. But Silver Snare is like a toy. It's mainly a toy place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people go for toys more than comics there.
really?
What
Yeah.
they're doing with it now, though, with the cafe.
Yeah, I like that idea. And we just we moved the chairs around and we got people packed in there. So you get like 30 people, you're packed. 20 people, you're packed.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
It was a packed room.
Yeah, it's a packed room and they were great. They were awesome.
Now, it's got to be hard to run a comic book shop in 2014 with all the digital comics. Do
Yeah.
you do digital comics?
I do digital comics.
I like digital because it's
Yeah.
like, for one, it doesn't take up space.
Yeah.
And for two, it's so easy to just sit on my iPad and just scroll through comic books. So it's got I got to think that some comic book shops are going to go out of business.
Or they'll learn to change with it.
Adapt.
Yeah, they'll learn to adapt.
Well, like you said, Silver Snail is now mostly toys.
Yeah, well, they've always been toys. That's what their market is, toys as opposed to comics.
Huh.
So they have specialty toys there and stuff?
Yeah, you can get like it's where you can get. That's what they're big. They market to families more. Do you know what I mean? Like, so the kids go in there, they know Silver Snare, and you buy. It's just they got every toy in there.
Oh, cool.
So, but I think what's going to happen is like subscription services with comic book shops, and comic book shops are going to turn into like performance venues and bars and stuff like that, and so it.
What do you mean
Amalgam.
prescription services?
So like Marvel or DC, you sign up for like 6 months of subscription to whatever
You want.
all their back issues for a certain price.
Online.
Yeah, online for a certain price, and then you get all their new ones. Or you
But
order
what I
which
mean,
ones you
you're going to do that through Silver Snail or through Marble?
want. I guess you can do it.
Why would I
directly.
Why would I need Silver Snail?
Well, maybe they could get it cheaper. I don't know. I just think they're going to have to change their business
Well, here's
model.
why. Because if you did it right through Marvel, you'd get all Marvel. Then you need a separate subscription for DC
Yeah,
or
just
whatever
go to
else.
DC too, though.
Oh.
Yeah, but what if you wanted
But
to
then you got
independence?
2 subscriptions. You got to manage 2. If
Oh,
it's
true.
by the comic book store, if they can do it,
They
all
probably-
digitally,
they
Or you can
probably-
you can get Independence and IDW and
Yeah.
stuff like
You
that. So.
you want to read comic books off of a screen?
I read off my computer all the time.
Do you like the
I
idea
tried
of that?
it for
I
a
don't-
while on my phone, and what's
I
weird
couldn't
is
do it
I
on
can
my
read
phone.
books on my phone, but
I
I
can't.
wasn't into.
No, but like a big screen like that.
I can read off that.
You could read off that.
I don't think
I don't think I could. Do you hold the computer sideways so it feels like
No,
it?
you have apps.
lick your fingers.
Yeah, you just open it and close it.
I don't like it. I don't like that idea.
I used to spend a lot of money on comic books when I had money, and I used to like go home with a stack and go through those like so easily. So
And then you just put them on your bookshelf.
yeah,
Never touch
and
them
I have
again.
them all in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
never touch them again.
My bookshelf collapsed for my comics.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But aren't they? I'm sorry. Aren't they worth money though?
Not right now. Some of
Really?
them, I bought a Captain America that went up to $60 when he died, and then
wow.
it dropped for a bit that day. It happened that day.
Also, though, it depends on how you treat them. Because,
Yeah.
like, one of my favorite stories is that Jordan he had a stack of comic books just on his bed. And he just wouldn't move. He just
Spilling off
sleep.
onto the floor, and I was just like
Through his blanket,
so I could find one spot to sleep on my bed.
through their blankets, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. At this point, I was just using the full
Captain America.
Be under Captain America.
feel warm on the inside. Noel, so you had a show last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a show. I did open up for Angelo Zarukis, and Tim Nasiopoulos was also on the show, and it was like in front of a bunch of Greek people, and I did 30 minutes. I didn't talk about my cock, and I didn't say fuck.
He was pretty happy.
Yeah.
He was very happy.
I it was like my record.
That is impressive.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
Yeah.
because it's all
You get it all on tape?
Yeah, I got. I have
Awesome.
proof.
I believe
Yeah.
It's not. We just say it like not about proof, but like you can use it to send out to places.
Exactly.
It's like the radio. You know when we do the radio like
Yeah.
a McMaster, it's like you know you can't say fuck. It's that's how I felt with like when you have a bunch of old Greek women in front of you. You just like I can't say.
Well, you can swear on Conan O'Brien. Like most late night, you can say shit, fuck, but it can't be. It has to be integral to the bit.
Yeah.
And you can't do tons of it.
Yeah, well, this was like also attached. This hall is attached to the Greek church
Yeah.
in St. Catherine's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you're attached. You're next. The one I did on Friday, I was in the basement of a Greek church, so I almost did the same routine. On Friday though, they weren't like ready for it was too rowdy, and they were still kind of talkative, and they brought me up. There was no MC. And I was basically the MC. I ate it on Friday. I fucking tanked like a motherfucker.
It happens.
Think about what bits you were going to do before and like planned out the cleaner bits that you had.
Yeah, I definitely had an agenda. By the second night, I had a better idea to do it. Like that's the thing about these things. If I did like 50 of them, like say all these Greek shows,
what you're doing.
Yeah, with every show, you're like, okay, you're just tweaking. So I like from the first show to the second show, I was like 100% better of like my ideas and just jokes that I'm like, oh, I didn't even think I could do that one or this one. I started realizing all these other jokes I could have done that were like essential to being on the cleaner side. It sucks though, man. It's it. I don't enjoy. It's fine. I'm fine with it, but it's like, I just think it's ridiculous that I can't say.
Shit,
Okay.
fuck.
They're all adults.
Everybody's an adult. Everybody's telling me dirty jokes before I went up.
Well, yeah, like I was saying about Ron Funches, I saw him do a set on Conan, and the bit is fuck. The chick has a tattoo, or a dude has a tattoo on his neck that says "fuck Linda" or "fuck,"
fuck Linda.
and that's the bit. Like he says it on TV. They bleep it.
I remember seeing that. I think it's really funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really funny, but it's essential to the bit.
Right,
So I
right.
think like
But yeah, he wants to know more about Linda or something.
poor Linda, whatever the case is like a reminder. Is that a reminder? Or he was mad at her. Either way, Linda has to get out of that relationship.
Who's the guy that says that
Ron
joke?
Funches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen his new show, Undateable?
No, I haven't watched it.
All right.
Is it?
Yeah, I've seen the first 4 episodes.
That's a great title.
Yeah, it's funny. It's about like Chris D'Elia. Is that how you pronounce it?
Delia or
Delia.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
He's like the main guy in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, he got in trouble. He was doing promo for it with the Yes All Women campaign. And I forget what he's saying, but people got mad at him for some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Undateable.
Of course they did.
So wait a minute. I don't think I don't like this. I still don't like this idea of buying comic books online.
Why?
I just think it's stupid.
Well, it's not. Like, if you don't want to go to the comic book store,
Don't fight me.
you don't want to go to the comic book store and you want to get your stuff in, a download.
But that's like that's it.
Yeah, why
we're
not?
done. We're just no more comic books.
No.
What is this? Footloose?
Well, then the comic books become footloose. I don't even know how the comparison
We're
is.
We're basically banning printing of comic
Well,
books.
the paper industry is going to shit, right? So
So that's it.
Here's a great quote from Stan Lee. He said, comic books are like boobies. It's great to look at them on the computer, but it's better to hold them.
yeah, it's better to hold them.
See?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I got a ton of them. I don't know what to do with them.
Fantastic.
But
What?
then I want paper to go because then my comic book's gonna be worth a lot. Once there's only so much they printed, and
I'm
once
down
they,
with just taking it off. Just make it digital.
yeah,
It's way
just make it
easier.
all digital.
You're totally cool with reading out. I
on
can't.
an iPad, man.
Yeah, iPad
Here's the
or
thing, though. I feel the same way as you for the most part, but I think the difference is that they follow storylines and stuff. Like, do you ever read comics just for the fun of it?
No, I've never read a comic. I don't think I've actually read a full comic book in my life.
trades kind of killed comics. Sorry,
I was just going to say, if you're paying attention to the story and
Yeah.
you want to know what happens next in the story,
yeah.
like having to go out to the comic book store is kind of a bit of a chore. But if you really just want to know what happens, then the digital is enough for you.
Like 100,000 sales in a comic that's the greatest comic ever. Like they're not making a lot of money on
See,
it.
I like to read like forum magazines. Like, like people are like, I don't usually have to talk about this, but because it was so crazy, I have to tell you the story. You know those things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure most penthouse foremen or whatever. Yeah.
Do they make that anymore?
I don't
Yeah, they still make them.
Oh.
Yeah, you
I haven't
can.
read a Penthouse in forever.
There's Penthouse. It's Forum magazine and like
Playboy or a Penthouse.
Yeah,
The last Playboy I got was might have been China or Anna Nicole Smith, and that was years ago.
pig.
Meanwhile, it's the reason Manolis was late today.
Yeah, I know.
Is to pick up the latest Penthouse for him.
I would get it.
Forum.
I'd get a subscription. Is it called subscription? I
It's Penthouse Forum.
was going to say prescription. I was going to get
Same thing.
subscription. I would get a subscription to Forum.
Catch something.
I should
You
actually
need a prescription.
subscription to like I bought Forum magazine or Penthouse Forum. I think that's the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll read them and I'll pull one off to that. But I like every once in a while I switch it up. I can't. You're looking at porn all the time. You just fucking pull it on.
The only time you will sit down to read a book is if you could jerk off to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
And if that works,
thing I've
you
ever
could just
heard.
read it and
if it's a good story, yeah.
really.
Yeah, it's usually.
my roommate was coming home early, and I
I like the girl telling the story. Like
Yeah.
it was a girl saying something about.
It's not a girl, you know.
No, just the girl.
It's a dude writing it.
Oh, I don't care. In my mind, still a girl,
I
man.
know, but they're all
So it's a girl telling a story about how she, went to a bar and decided to fuck 10 guys, and you're like, and she tell, or whatever, and you're like, okay, I can jerk off to this. But where I'm going
How
with,
far do you get in before you go? Okay, I can continue this story.
I go back and I go
So
back
you
where I
read the
left
whole
off.
story.
Yeah.
And then you go.
No,
okay.
no. If I come before if I'm halfway through the story and come,
So you're reading literally while jerking off. You're following sentence structure and going.
Yeah.
How do you do it, dude? You're either really good at reading or jerking off. I'm going with the latter. You're really
so
good at jerking
if I
off.
come halfway into the story,
Do you
I
have
go back
glasses on? Do you wear glasses?
just below my nose, just at the tip.
On the chain.
Yeah, exactly.
The cardigan.
Do you lift your finger when you change the page?
I use a magnifying glass, but not for my penis. Now, but if I halfway through the story and I come, I actually stop because I want to jerk off.
Mark in.
I go back. I go back to where
is the bookmark. That's right where.
dots,
I'll get back to that.
and I go back. I go back to where I left off, and I finish the story.
You read it, so then you just read it as a casually. It's not so formal as the jerking off. Like when you were jerking off, it's more formal.
I think he saves it for later when he wants to jerk off.
Of a game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
How long does it take you to go through a story?
I get 2 or 3 pulls off a story.
So 3 days.
Yeah. Well, no, maybe a day. Depends.
A day for a pen.
I usually pull it off. I usually pull one off twice a day.
Do you scream when you're finished?
No.
Do you go Excelsior or like what's the Reading Rainbow song? Do you sing that at the end?
I usually feel like I like
Keep reading, kids. Ugh.
I feel like the cum's coming like past my asshole, like something like it's like
So
I feel
reading it stimulates it more.
I like to cum. But I have a point to this. This is where I'm going. Have found form like if you go to like XNXX or X Hamster, one of those.
X Hamster, yeah.
If you go to X Hamster,
They have them.
there's like there's a thing where stories. So you click on the stories, and it's just a bunch of same thing. It's like a forum magazine. It's like you can read. Yeah, you can read. It's no different.
Is there voiceovers? Do people do they do like books on tape type deal?
They have
even
girls.
better.
There is if you look hard enough, you can find girls reading them,
That's what I'm saying. Like
and you can jerk off to girls actually reading them. The stories. There's some of that.
these guys just got quiet.
Yeah.
They're just
That's not bad actually too. Like
gotta
that's
go.
okay. But
What's that site again?
X Hamster. But here's
X
my
Hamster?
point.
X Hamster's got all porn you ever want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like
It's a little-
Elephant Tube, X Hamster.
I like
Tube. I've never been on that.
Yeah,
either.
go to Elephant Tube.
Elephant Tube's okay. I like X Hamster better. I still like Uges.
But Elephant Tube sometimes connects to X Hamster.
So this is my point. So I've tried to use that, like the quality of like the stories of like whether you can pull it off to or not is they're fine. But I have tried to pull it off and like because those magazines are $10 usually,
Are they
$7.99.
written by George R.R. Martin?
They're Stan Lee, right? Stan Lee.
So if there's no character development, you can't come.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. I can't read off the screen. I don't like reading.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I actually still buy foreign magazines. Like,
But do you think that's because you were raised not reading off a screen?
probably, definitely. But it's like I've tried to jerk. I can jerk off and like watch videos. What?
You just print the story.
I'm printing stories now. Yeah, that's my life.
Come on, Mace.
Fair enough.
That's not a bad idea, though, if you want to read the story.
I know, but what if?
Jordan.
I mean, what if the story? Like, I got
What do you run out of ink?
Those ink cartridges are like $40.
Yeah.
Like, I got to print it out and then realize,
He's horny,
this one's
but
not
he's
that good.
economical. He's horny, but he's economical.
Yeah, thank you.
I gotta save money. I need to come, but I can't spend money when I'm doing it. I don't know. I like reading comic books on the computer. I like it's easy because you just button,
Give me a
flip.
good old fashioned foreign magazine, and you won't see me for days.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You're
great.
like Al Qaeda. I won't see you for days. You're jerking off, living in a cave.
Do you think I wanted to turn out this way?
No. I think you wanted better for yourself
So that's what I mean. I think comic books shouldn't be hard copies.
because you can't jerk off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some joke here about hard copies. I don't know. I don't know.
What about like,
I think. Yeah. Did you say you think of it?
No, I was like, I think you hit that joke.
Okay. Yeah.
and the cartoon? What about the cartoon porn? Like, I like it, but why can't we just enough with the pixelations?
I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not following this. What do you mean? Like,
Pixelation.
Pixely?
No, they I guess because they're from Japan or China or something.
Oh, you mean the anime porn?
anime? Yeah,
With, like, the tentacles or the...
no, they like not all of them, but they'll pixelate the vagina or the.
because that's Japanese.
Yeah, they're not
all of them, but some of that's Japanese.
because they're not allowed to show.
I don't know why.
They've actually pixelated, so you like. I think it has something to do with like
Well,
the
yeah.
government.
All the Japanese ones are pixelated, just like the real live one.
Not all of them. Some of them, though. But a lot of them are.
Any
Yeah.
that I've seen. I just don't. I haven't. I don't know why that it kind of doesn't work for me. The Japanese.
I like the Japanese
any
one.
allegation.
They're just really creepy.
Oh, you don't get. Oh, you need. Like, are you talking about Asian porn, or are you talking about
Japanese.
Porn, like,
Yeah.
like
the actual?
Japanese.
Yeah,
I don't, I didn't. Not that. It's not. It's nothing against Asians.
Are you
I don't
racist?
know.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
what
feel
you're
like
trying
that's-
to...
I feel like
I'm racist with my masturbating. Just say that. You can say that.
No, it's not. I don't know. It doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I they're creepy. They like you.
I don't want to see. I don't. I like the Asian girls. I don't want to see them banged by Asian dudes. I want to see them
Why
banged.
is- you don't
I don't
like
like. I don't. I don't. I don't. They're not. They're very. I don't see them as sexual beings. Asian men.
Okay, well that's not racist.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They just. They don't. They don't seem like they're.
That's racist territory that we're heading in.
What?
I don't see Asian men as
sexual beings. Is that how's that racist? You explain to me.
Tell it to
Like,
an
I was
Asian
like-
man.
I don't. I just can't see you fucking, dude. That's all. I don't see them as the girls. I see fucking. I can't see the guys fucking.
True.
They Asian.
Because you look at Asian culture, like the men, as like it's a giant nerd culture.
No, I don't look them as nerds.
Okay.
I look them more as like they seem to be. They seem to be not stiff.
Okay.
Like they're wound up, not
they're-
stiff like their cocks.
But
See another.
I find them creepier, like creepy in a good way. Not
I don't.
in a bad way.
I don't find them nerds. I find them like just like wound up. Like they're too. Like they're. I find them to be like, oh, I'm busy. I have stuff to do. I don't have time to fuck.
Okay.
Where the women are like, what? Like I can picture them like, why won't anybody fuck me? And I'm like, oh, fuck you. You know.
There's
Diplomatic.
There's this documentary about a guy from Japan, I think. It's called The Cannibal Who Walks Free.
Yeah.
And it's this dude that murdered a girl, ate her, and it's all proven. He's
Yeah.
admitted to doing this, and now he's like a celebrity
Whoa.
What did?
Japan or something.
Wait, you didn't go to jail?
He went to jail because it would happen in France, and then I forget the how exactly it happened, but somehow he got like deported. I don't know.
France
exactly
is a
what
place where you can go. Like that's where all like African dictators go after they're being ousted. And, you know what I mean?
Well,
they go to France.
No, see, they don't. The French.
Oh, the French kicked
French
him out.
put him
Okay.
into jail.
Yeah.
And then it was so horrific that I think they deported him or something. But for some reason, because he did it to like a French girl or or a girl that was in France that was American or something. I don't know. And he's like all.
Is he still in jail?
No, he literally is a free man, and he says that he doesn't do it anymore, but he still has the desire to.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
you don't just lose that kind of desire.
Yeah.
So what exactly did he do?
He killed a girl.
Okay.
He fucked her. He cut her up. He ate her. He fucked her more, and then he just did a bunch of.
So he
terrible
ate her
things.
and then fucked her again. So he's fucking.
He's probably
Pieces
fucked
of her,
her.
I think.
I thought it was like invisible jet
To
territory.
the point, this girl's completely disappeared.
No,
Like
no.
to the did he eat all of her? Like
No, I think what happened is he took the remains. At one point, they couldn't eat her anymore or something. This is how he got caught, and he just got in a cab with 2 big suitcases that smelled.
oh my god.
The cab driver was like, "What the fuck?" And he asked to take him to some park in the middle of the night and just dropped him off. And then something happened. I think the cab driver called it in, or
Why would you
somebody
call
saw
a
it.
cab? Like rent
This
a
guy's
car, dude.
crazy.
Yeah, you're fucking and eating a person.
Yeah, but still, have some. He's
And
still hiding it.
and
He's still
short.
trying to hide
He's,
it.
like, this tall, so he's like struggling with these things, and and he's like wearing like a full suit. It's
Were you there? Were you helping him out?
You read this whole thing online?
Brandon Silva. He was an Asian.
It's Mace's confession. The guy was crazy but muscular, huge cock. He had a huge cock.
It's like, I don't think he wore deodorant that day. He was wearing a suit. His hair was a little askew.
Made a great French girl stir fry.
But what do you think he was like? He fucked her and he's like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, you know, like,
He talks about it, and this documentary is
I don't think you play
Like a-
logic on it like that, though.
he had the plan the whole time. Like he saw her, and he's like, I want to.
that's the one I'm
see
gonna.
what she takes.
That's what I'm gonna kill, eat, and fuck,
Yeah.
What I don't
or
get-
fucking eat.
He's a celebrity, but he didn't even eat the whole girl.
No. That's how you become a better celebrity. You eat the whole girl
But I don't understand. Like, where is he a celebrity? Where is he?
in Japan
I think in Japan.
But why?
because they're weird.
Not like a celebrity like he's not like,
like-
Brad Pitt.
He's
Like,
infamous.
it's not like everybody loves him.
But
But they're
Tom Cruise.
yeah. But
Not Brad Pitt. More Tom Cruise.
what made me think of it was that he has been paid a lot of money to do pornos because like there's a group of people that just love what he did, and
Oh, so fetishes.
yeah,
Because they know he actually did it,
yeah, oh yeah,
so that people can come harder.
ugh.
Wow.
I like how you describe everything out into detail. That we didn't know people weren't coming.
They could come harder.
So people can come harder.
The velocity of their cum.
Yeah. You have to
Well, am I wrong?
And it's not for us. It's mainly for you.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, but we know.
Well,
Three of us know it.
We're here talking. We're not. We're going to ease off on what we talk about.
Let me ask you a question. Is it so they can come harder?
It makes sense though.
It does make sense.
Yes, not hardest though.
No,
There's
the
another
hardest.
guy.
There's another guy that doesn't come the hardest.
Like a
The full girl.
if a guy-
The 72-ounce steak of cannibalism.
Same guy that won the Caldo's hot dog eating contest. That fat
That
Asian
guy's
guy.
good.
Kobayashi.
He wasn't fat. That guy wasn't a Kobe.
yeah. The winner is like a skinny guy, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's a skinny dude.
Yeah,
he's
he
like in
is.
good shape.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
They
I'm
wet the
thinking of
hot
the
tub.
fat one from.
Americans
Was
are
that
gonna
with
do-
the buns or with just the hot dogs?
The buns they have to wet. They wet the buns.
Is that how they do it? Oh,
That's why Kobayashi's famous. He developed the method of like putting the buns in the water and then eating the soggy
Yeah.
buns.
Oh.
Why? Why does he
like
do that?
sliding them right down then?
Yeah.
Oof.
Just it makes them smaller.
Into like a goop.
Yeah, because it's
No
the bread
chewing?
is- The bread's gonna make you
Less
full
chewing, you're going to be able to eat it faster.
Are you still chewing though?
That doesn't make sense to me because you're actually putting more in. Like you're having the bun. And
Well, it doesn't
then
have to
all
make
the
sense
water-
to you.
No, but the buns, like, think about the bun.
too. He's a champion.
Sorry, unprofessional eater.
But that
Critiquing
defies exactly.
right now.
Yeah, seriously. You eat salads, dude. He's eating hot dogs.
Is he chewing? Is he still chewing like the hot dog though?
I think
Or
so.
is he sliding the whole thing
Those
down his
things will
gullet?
slide like pelicans. Like pelicans.
There's a bunch of fucking dogs in there.
Just imagine the shits they have.
Oh, they all coming out the same way.
They're like linked together like sausages.
Thump, 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 thump. It's disgusting. I don't understand why that's even a contest.
Because they make a lot of money.
Who's stupid people? You damn kids and your dumb eating hot dogs.
So that's been around before us.
Was it caveman shit?
Hot dog contests have been around forever.
What, since like
Pie eating contests, all that shit.
Egyptian times?
Yes, let's go with Egyptian times.
I heard they had orgies, a lot of orgies back then.
Probably.
They had these orgies, but they'd all get just drunk, and then they figured out alcohol, and they would just like all get drunk and then everybody just start fucking.
They had alcohol for a long time though.
I know, but they'd have these fuck parties, but they had to be drunk.
Caligula, your people used to fuck everything.
Yeah, but we
on the
fucked.
planet.
Yeah, we fucked assholes.
Well, I know Caligula fucked horses and made people fuck horses. Is Caligula Greek or Roman?
I don't know.
I don't even know who Caligula. Yeah.
Caligula,
Roman, I think.
Yeah, he had. He was a Caesar, and he got syphilis or something and went crazy,
Fucking nuts.
went nuts, and he just fucking was. Just
Wait. Why did he go nuts?
syphilis?
Oh,
One
Yeah.
of the security guards, right?
Yeah.
Because he made him he fucked his wife or something.
Yeah, he'd fuck everyone, rape everyone. He'd have these giant orgies. He'd make people fuck his horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all this.
He would
crazy
just
shit.
kill people
Yeah.
like nothing.
He just lost his mind. He actually in the beginning he was fine, and he was actually a diplomatic and a good person, and then he just went crazy.
I think, and it was a mix of at first maybe the power getting to
Yeah.
him, and then getting
Paranoia.
syphilis.
He got
Yeah.
paranoia, and then.
but for the longest time, probably no one knew that he was crazy. They just
Well, he's a Caesar, right?
right, but
So
they
he's
were
in
like,
power.
he's still in power. Like, oh, all right, I'll fuck.
Like Joffrey.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Joffrey.
It's the first time anybody's ever asked someone to fuck a horse. So you're like, you don't have nothing to reference it to.
Is it good? Is it
Is this
bad?
guy crazy or is he just really friendly?
Yeah.
Hospitable.
This is a great idea.
All right, I guess I'm gonna fuck a horse today.
There was a comic book about him, and it was basically his horse was Satan, and it possessed him and stuff like that, and made him have people fuck it. It was really dark comic book.
Well, so at no point did he think about getting the horse fucking people in?
Yeah, the horse did fuck people.
Oh, he got.
Oh yeah, they did all
all
sorts of
that.
stuff to
Ooh.
the horse.
I'd rather fuck a horse.
One horse.
I think or is it like fucking
come
humans
on.
for a horse?
You're a horse.
A horse for a human.
Fucking nice hot browser chick with, as a horse.
You're a horse.
I can't
Dick would be like this.
That's you don't want to get fucked by a horse,
Yeah,
dude.
but I'm not saying. We're assuming that the horse thinks, "Oh my god, a human chick." Yes, baby. This is the.
I think if it was a horse,
Not
I'd
you
rather
as a horse.
fuck a chick,
But
Human?
You're a human.
but you're a horse.
human chick. What? I'm a horse.
Yeah, but you can't answer as a human.
Look how many all times there's pictures with hot girls, and they're always with horses.
Would you fuck a horse? Would you watch?
They're always petting. Oh, because they.
Would you fuck a horse, a female horse now?
Oh, would I fuck it? Oh, no.
Okay,
I'd
so
fuck it, yeah,
now
either.
Let's put that mentality as you as a horse. Would you fuck a human?
Yeah, I'd fuck a
See, you
female.
haven't answered the question, bro.
I'd fuck a female. Look, all the time. Like, think about this. Always hot chicks love to be like, they either like to ride horses, but there's always pictures of them like petting a horse beside a horse.
Perverts like you.
No, because they secretly like the big giant fucking cock on a horse.
Yeah, but that's not the horse going. I got a
Right?
big giant cock. 'Cause
But you don't think the horse,
cock
this
is
pretty
like
girl that
another
smells
horse.
nice with nice big tits and probably no hair on her vagina is getting. There's like the horse at no point is going. I kind of want to fuck
You
this
put too
thing.
much logic into.
I kinda wanna fuck
as
this
a horse,
thing.
You're a horse.
Too
You don't-
much logic.
Yeah, none at all. You're a horse. Your horse lives in a world where it goes shopping, lives in a house,
My horse,
internet, does regular things that humans do.
My horse would like that too.
my horse is.
taking all three of you on. No fucking way. If I was a horse, I'd like that.
My horse is walking on its back legs, like it's straight up.
You can't answer a horse question as a human. You got to be a horse and go,
Viruses on your computer.
oh, my bad. You're a horse. You shouldn't even be on the internet. What are you looking at?
You're a horse, Gavin. Okay.
I was okay.
You can get pet. Someone can pet you.
Someone can pet me.
It was a hot fucking chick.
Doesn't matter to me.
Working their way down.
A chick or man or woman to a horse, it's all the same shit.
Yeah.
It's all the same shit.
Close your horse eyes, Gavin. Now you don't know what's touching you.
Close your horse eyes and open
But
your
it doesn't
horse
like.
mind.
It's like us looking at a dog, a female
Okay.
dog or a male dog.
Do you think a horse rather be
say?
licked by?
It's not rather, because it's like looking at a dog for humans. A female dog and a male dog is just as attractive.
Actually, yeah, you'd have to think about it because they must find horses attractive. So a human would be this creature that's
Exactly.
small and frail and hairless.
It doesn't. They don't look like them. They're
Yeah,
not.
the humans are me and you. But I mean, there's tons of other humans that are the opposite of
Yeah.
that. Like a horse would definitely fuck Manolis.
Oof.
That's a
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather fuck a horse than be fucked by a horse.
You'd probably get fucked by the Dawson's Creek of horse. The most handsome.
It'd be a fucking hot horse.
That'd be a hot horse.
My horse has my horse has a shag
the quarterback of the school.
and aviators. My horse is me.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is that you can't answer a horse question with a human mentality.
I'm saying you're a horse.
Okay, I'm a horse.
And like there's a female horse that wants to lick your asshole.
A female horse.
A female horse.
Horse. Yeah, go at it. I'd love it.
But it was a male horse want to lick your asshole, and you're a horse.
I would know the difference between a male and a female as a horse.
Yeah, I think they know. I think they know.
Right, I would.
Yeah.
I would know the difference between male and female humans.
But afterwards, if the horse is told, by the way, that thing that was playing with your balls and your cock, that was a chick.
And so now I'm a horse that can talk and understand complex ideas.
People who do artificial insemination, they jerk horses off before they put it in, so the horse must be able to get aroused from that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But for a person, it's just a thing. Do you know what I mean?
You see those videos?
We're giving it we're anthropomorphizing horses.
You see those videos of those guys, girls that get fucked by dogs? You ever see those?
Yes.
I've seen one not that long ago. Rouse showed it to me, but it was like the girl was actually kind of hot. That was the weirdest part of it. Like, so this dog's fucking this chick doggy style, obviously, and
obviously,
and the dog comes or whatever, but you got to think that must be that one point where the dog's going, this is way better than fucking dogs. Like, this is nicer. I don't know what this is, but I fucking love it.
Why?
They probably, the dog's got to say that.
Why? Because it doesn't understand English.
Because it's going, this fucking thing's, whatever this thing is, it's fucking
it doesn't
hot.
matter. It's a pussy. It's putting his dick in a pussy.
Plus,
So
how
it
do you
doesn't
know
matter.
dog pussy isn't better?
Yeah, how do you know that?
I don't actually. You're right.
You gotta do that research, my friend.
I said to my nephew one time, he poured like Pepsi on the grass. And I'm like, for the rest of its life, that as Patrick Glass is going to say, remember that magical day when the magic rain came that made us fucking high as fuck? That's what the dog's going through. It's like,
You're all idiot.
remember that nice thing that I was fucking that one day? Whatever that fucking thing was. Craig Campbell has a joke about like moose. He goes like about fucking moose. It's like they call us moose fuckers. Like people in England, Canadians will say if you ever saw a moose, you wouldn't bother Canadian because anything that can fuck a moose, you don't want to. Okay, you seen a moose and he talks about fucking the moose and he goes, you got to tickle the ear to distract it with the hockey stick and then fuck it. But it's like, I guess it's okay to tell you guys in the story the moose that I'm fucking is a male moose. It's not. It's like no one's going. What, you fuck male moose like that?
You can just back off of it, just because it's
Back off the mic.
it's just picking you up like crazy.
Okay, how's that?
You put it on the table and talk. There you go.
How's that?
That's good.
It's good.
Yeah, that's good.
We gotta get those earphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't me.
No, I'll get. Is he didn't show up today? He said he was gonna come late. What happened? Fucking bleeding asshole.
So, I mean, we covered the bestiality portion of the podcast.
He's a bleeding asshole liberal.
Yeah.
With the nerd show we did last night.
Yeah.
There was most of it was great, but there was a portion of the audience that it was kind of just a little like.
I think you were the icebreaker for me.
Yeah.
Was it tough before you? Was it just the
No,
two
it
of
wasn't
you?
tough. It was three of us. There was another guy on, Will Noy. But he did a great job. He like they loved him, but it was just that there was moments where there was just you describe it.
Yeah. Here, I don't know. I don't even know.
Describe the seating arrangement for me
So
too.
the seating, the
Where is
cafe
it?
It's like a big L.
There's a cafe
Yeah.
that's attached to a place.
So if this is the room, like the whole bar is here, and then like that. So we were in this corner. The whole bar is there, and there was like a row of like 3 seats each, all the way back, coming back here, and then a few seats here.
Right.
All right, and so it was good. And then there was like a huge Batman statue, which was cool. But there was it was like packed. There was only like 20 people there, maybe.
Yeah, 20.
Which was great because
Yeah,
it's not
full,
a huge
completely
place.
full.
It was great, but there was like a few people there that just seemed kind of I don't know.
Did they come to for the show?
They came for the show.
But there was also this musical group on before, but and there was a few of them that were there for that.
They're friends.
Yeah, they're friends.
And they just seemed like for instance, this one girl was sitting at the very front
row,
working on her own comic the whole time. Just had her head just in a page, just like working on her comic, and just kind of looked up, like not upset, but just like kind of almost like
you were distracting her.
Kind of.
Yeah, but she was there. She sat in the front row.
Yeah.
It was as if she couldn't take. She came to watch the show, but she still had to do her own thing for that.
Yeah,
she couldn't just take a break from it for an hour.
It was. Yeah, it was. It's pretty pretentious to do that.
Of course, but
yeah,
oh my nose. Do you have a Kleenex?
There might be one in there.
I'm not surprised though.
Why?
I just like I people never like it's like you do these comedy shows and like there'll be two people that are trying like having a conversation like a regular conversation, and they'll be like in the middle of the show, and like it's not only just you that are being distracted. You can see like if you're on the outside, and what I see is 100 times I've been on the outside, like I'm not on yet, and I'm watching like several people that are around that couple, looking at them like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
like, you guys, what are you? Why are you like you're not you really think you're at a coffee shop right now?
Well, that's what happened Thursday in the back of the room, and the whole crowd was into it. Two people in the back of the room having a regular good old.
What was Thursday? Station?
Yeah, Station, just having a good old.
Okay.
Did you see those two?
Oh, I didn't. During your set?
Yeah, during my set.
Yeah,
just having a regular. But everybody else was into it,
right?
And these two just in the back.
And it's just it's that I don't know what it is. What do you call it? Where it's like
entitlement.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
But like there's like no. Why wouldn't I have a? Why wouldn't I? I'm more important than the 10 people are surrounding me that are here for the show. Yeah. My comfort zone is more. I need to have a conversation with you, Jordan, right now about whatever I did yesterday, and the fact that these people are being a little annoyed by my voice. Our conversation is more important than these people trying to listen to the comic that everybody's here for. Like, it's just fucking mind blowing. But I see that all the time. So for a girl to just draw,
well, here's the
that's
thing,
nothing.
It's also the point of there's two different types of nerds at that show. There's a nerd that can't, like, in that moment, just they have to be nerdy all the time. That's their definition. And then you got the other guy, the guy that loved, like, picked up your CD and loved you and everything, where they're like, they look more like me, I guess the best way to describe it. They're more down to earth people.
Right.
And that's, I don't know, did that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I felt like it was. It was because there was that girl and then there was two other people knitting the whole time, and it was just kind of like...
I thought that was a joke. I thought you were joking.
The knitting didn't bother me as much as the comic book thing.
I agree, because it's more passive, and they were more back.
Yeah. And they were still in the show.
Yeah, definitely.
She was like, I'm done.
There was just this element of like, you're holding on to that identity so strongly that you can't for like 2 hours just like sit there and watch.
And sorry, go ahead.
Actually, you do your point.
I was going to say, but there was the majority of everyone else was like really cool and had a great time.
Yeah.
And everybody else was just normal people.
So what constitutes like being a nerd? Like you guys were talking about, this girl has this nerdy identity.
Do you have to pay to go on this show?
No, this one was free because it was for our Kickstarter campaign.
There you go. I knew.
No, but you couldn't get in. It wasn't like most of the people there either knew me or they knew the singer.
But,
so it was like
you didn't have to pay to be there.
No, but it wasn't a matter of. I know what you're saying. It wasn't a matter of that.
You know, you never see on a Friday night at Yuck Yuck someone knitting in the front row.
Yeah, but you see people in Yuck Yucks like making out or getting drunk or making noise or
finger banging,
like, doing a whole bunch of shit.
But he still does have a point about like the fact that if it's you pay for the show, you're going to want to.
I'm going to knit later.
Yeah, but I'm gonna that later. Person came for someone else, and the people knitting were on the show.
Yeah.
So that doesn't. It's not the same thing. I know what you're saying. Like you go, when people don't pay, they don't have respect. But it wasn't. It's not the same.
I always say this because it always seems the free shows that you have the most problem at, where you're like,
I've paid shows, like, dude. I've had so many problems at paid shows.
I have too. Yeah. But at the free shows, I'm like, hey, dude, you're not you. You haven't paid to be here. Like, this is all free. Like, I'm not forcing you to stay.
Yeah.
I've said that. I'm like, you don't have to be here right now. You can just walk out that door and leave. Why? Like, if you don't like this, leave, go. And they're like, they never leave. They're like, no, I don't have to. I want to be here and be upset and be like a distraction.
Yeah.
No, like they're instantly no, like this. I'm like, I've said it like 100 times. Go, walk out that door. What's stopping you from walking out that door right now? You don't like this? Yeah. and they never leave. They sit there like little cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
know
know?
what you're saying. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, I think that like it's Will Noy. He's a comic who he did like 5 minutes to open up the show. He made a good point just about like nerdiness and how like now that nerd is like being a nerd is kind of more accepted. It's just like you can be a whole person. It doesn't have to be your whole identity. Like you can be into nerdy stuff and also.
Well,
like
like
have
what
a
is
family and
being
pay
into
the
nerdy
bills.
stuff? It's like the stuff you buy, really.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
stuff you buy and the stuff that you watch, and it's really not it's not really an identity. It's part of you. It's
Exactly.
like something else.
And
yeah.
almost, and I think that was kind of my point about that one girl in the front was that it's like I think that her making it her identity ruined it. It was like she even had a shirt that said "There's no such thing as fake geeks, only real jerks."
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I don't even really understand.
Well, I think it was the whole thing against, when people are saying people calling people fake nerds or fake geeks, and that was the
I love how they're like trying to use that as an insult too. When they're like, "You're a fake nerd."
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's also bad when people are offended by it too, right? Like,
Yeah.
Weird. It's like a
Yeah.
weird thing to even give a shit about.
Yeah, to
Why would
care.
you care if you're interested in something? Just be interested in
Yeah.
it. Why does it matter what's attached to your identity?
Exactly.
Because of that. It's stupid. It's stupid on both accounts. You're a fake nerd. No, I'm not. I'm a real nerd.
Yeah.
Well, you're both real fucking idiots.
idiots.
So,
You're both real jerks.
there you go.
Now I'm a fan.
Whoa,
She
had a
whoa,
great t-shirt.
with a bow, with a bow, with.
She's a genius. I'm gonna start knitting tomorrow.
But yeah, I'm with you on that.
I should have stopped the show so she could just continue on with her work. Clearly more important.
But other than that, it was
Yeah, that's what I was just going to point out. That was a small fraction of the audience. Everybody else was awesome and like was there to watch and was into it, and like all seemed like kind of creative people like that had their own projects and stuff, and just were. Yeah, it was really.
I'd love to just like put her on stage, stop the show, and like put her on stage, and like let's just all watch her
Well,
knit.
it could have. Well, there was two knitting, and then her. It could have been worse. She could have been talking.
I'd rather her
say
knit than
anything.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. Mace had some good insight on it with himself after his set.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. It was different for a few reasons. One, because it was sober.
Yeah,
There's no alcohol, and two, just like people were a little bit more sensitive. Like I was just saying to Gavin and Jordan that I realized like that some of my jokes have like kind of go to a place that's a little bit darker, almost too quick for like because they were getting sensitive, but they weren't getting like offended. It was just like I feel like in a lot of the open mics that we do. That stuff works, getting to that stuff quick because it gets their attention. But in an environment like what we did last night, it was kind
bunch
of
of pussies.
unnecessary.
no, it wasn't
Maybe
that.
a bunch of pussies, but also it's just like they were willing to go along with
They
it. It was
went
just
with it.
too quick.
They went with stuff because they were fine with me. It's like watching Will Noy was like used to playing rooms that are
If
rowdy.
they're
And
nerds,
so he just jumps in there screaming and like remember how he went up? He was just like throwing them down and he's screaming and it was too much because they're
but-
already listening. You don't have to fight them.
but if they're real nerds,
Yeah.
they probably had to laugh because it was probably scared of you because you're black.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, that's probably what
Like,
happened.
I better laugh. This guy probably has a gun or
That's
something.
probably exactly what happened. Good point. I rest my case.
You were asking? We got cut off, but what were you asking about? What makes a nerd and what doesn't? You said you were asking that question earlier.
Yeah, I think we kind of answered it. I guess. I mean, it's just like, what makes you a nerd? What makes you not a nerd? What's a real nerd? What's a fake nerd? That was the
I
other
don't
other thing
know.
I was saying. I felt you're right. Your analysis of it was right, but I just still feel like I'm a fake, like I'm a poser.
Yeah, but like
Who cares?
Yeah,
I know.
What the fuck? Who
I would
gives a shit?
categorize you like I would. It's hard to explain, but I would put you like to me.
I think you're
that
like
kind-
nerd light.
That kind of show, like to me, you fit into that kind of show. So
Yeah.
I just like that show is like you're not dumbing shit down.
Yeah, but
You're not
when
pandering.
I was driving with you and Andrew to the Geek Card podcast, it's just like when you guys were talking, it's like I have no idea what was going on.
Yeah, but that's everyone's got their own shit, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's just my shit.
They talked for like
nerd.
Yeah,
Someone might say, "Is Mason a nerd?" No, he gets laid sometimes. Oh, okay.
So nerds don't get laid.
Nope.
Really?
Do you get laid?
Yeah.
I don't believe it for a second. When's the last
See,
time?
this is like you're like an old school nerd. Nerd is like an insult.
nerd.
Nerds are you put them in a locker.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, exactly.
Where nerds is a real nerds. Like, I mean, the real nerds got bullied.
Yeah, but there's no real nerds. It's like what we were just talking about. It's just that the
mean-
culture has changed so much because of the internet that the stuff that was considered, oh, you don't do that, is now
you
like
would-
everyone's doing it.
The original nerds were not like they weren't saying I'm a nerd. Everybody else was saying
The original
"You're a nerd."
nerds went to
Yeah.
space. The
Yeah,
original
but I'm talking
nerds-
about high school. When you're in high school,
The original nerds have controlled your entire society. Everything you do.
Hey, listen, I'm not.
a great point. Nerd was used from the outside looking. Somebody on
Yeah.
the inside would just be like, "I'm not. No, I just like
That's-
Star
yeah.
Wars and I like this
It's
game."
yeah.
And somebody else is like,
No,
"Nerd,"
well, not-
Yeah.
yeah.
because they don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, that was
whatever it
the
is,
easy-
but no nerd in like from our generation when we were in high school or
It was-
for us,
it wasn't cool.
It was not just not cool. No nerd ever said I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were like
Well, that's how it started off, like with that, where people started taking control of.
they
the
didn't
word,
want
I
to be
guess.
and didn't want to be called. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It wasn't a.
and it was a bad thing in the sense of like for me in retrospect, like a bunch, half my buddies are definitely nerds that I went to high school with, and I always just thought it was funny, but it was like I saw how it was a problem for these guys, and like it's because they got bullied. Like not that I didn't get bullied, but they got bullied.
Yeah.
There's more like the jocks or whatever you want to call them. They like they want to fuck with you more because you're a fucking nerd.
I think what it is like I guess there's nerd, but there's also being an outsider. That's also
But wasn't
an
a
element.
rebel? These guys.
Yeah, but there's also an outsider where you just don't fit in. So all you do is see. From the
but
outside
those guys might blow up the school. So those are like the original goths, you know?
Yeah, no, but there's also the nerds were also outsiders because they didn't fit in either.
Yeah, but no one was afraid of that guy coming to school and
Yeah,
shooting
but you don't
everybody
have to be
out.
afraid of an outsider. It just means they don't fit in.
No one when I was in high school, there was like what do you call like people like Marilyn Manson? What do you call those? Like, is it goth or
yeah.
is it goth?
I guess so. I don't
Are
know.
you thinking of emo?
Emo. Now it's emo, but it used to be originally it was goth. When I was in high school, it was like there was about 12 students in my whole high school that were like goth, and they were like listen like the Cult before the Cult was big and shit like that, and everything else that felt. It was almost like there was a before alternative. It was goth almost, but there was like no one bothered them because everybody was they were a little spooky. You know, they weren't getting thrown in lockers,
Yeah.
because they might stab you while you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's another version of being an outsider. It's
Yeah.
just a different version of being an
but
outsider.
That's what I mean. Nerds were like, oh, they still had colors on. You know?
People weren't scared of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, weren't afraid of.
It always makes no sense in retrospect, or even like
It's really high school if you
Yeah.
think about it. I mean, like we do a nerd show because we're doing a comic book show, but was it nerd? I guess, but it's just
The show?
Yeah,
The show it was just
it was like I did my regular stuff.
yeah, same.
Yeah, it was just,
Yeah, it wasn't like nerdy topic.
and there's a lot of
Nerdy subject
comedy
matter.
nerds there too. There's a lot of guys who are like, you get those guys that show up by themselves. They're like 18 to 25, and they want to become a comic. You get a lot of that stuff in there. So I don't know.
It's just like a weird thing to just like, I don't know, with the whole nerd identity, because they don't consider you a nerd if you don't do certain things, but nobody's the same. So if you want people to fit into this one category and you want all these people to be the same or they can't define themselves as nerds, I just think it's stupid to define yourself as anything. Then.
Yeah, it was people trying to justify their own shit by saying you got to act like
But the original, this is interesting that you bring that up because basically the original nerds were like it was just like everybody else like going, you're different.
Yeah.
Why you so? It was like they were like in a sense of like original, like in a sense of original rebels. Because, but not, they were doing it, they weren't forcing it, they couldn't help themselves, but they were like, at least they weren't afraid to be different. They didn't know they didn't know how to not to be different. Mm-hmm. They weren't trying to be like, I gotta fit in or I'm gonna get beat up. They're like, I don't know what to do. This is just who I am and I'm just gonna go to school and love fucking Star Wars or whatever, you know? But they were like, at least, they were like original rebels, and every time if someone's that's a mob mentality, and especially in high school, it's like, oh, you're different. Go fuck. You know.
Yeah, it's always trying to find someone down.
Yeah, it's like you know, like our days, like when someone was gay, but didn't. It was obvious he was gay, but he didn't even know it. But they were like, you know, he got bullied more because he's like, he didn't even know he was supposed to come out yet. But like, you can sometimes dudes are just gay, you know. Right?
Sometimes
dudes are just gay. No, but you can tell, like, you find out, you know that one guy in your class, like, you find out 10 years later, it's like, oh yeah, he came out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, everyone's like, oh, I knew it, you know.
Yeah.
Those guys end up having a hard time back in the day in high school too, because the guy was just, oh, you're different. It's like,
yeah.
It's, I don't know, like, it's just weird. It is weird. It's fear and weakness amongst the majority, which the majority has most of the power, but they still feel need to try to tear down something that's not the majority.
Yeah.
Like, why is the minority so? Why are we so afraid of it? If there's only like one nerd to every 10 jocks.
Yeah.
What are you worried about, man?
And that's a great way to look at it too, because when you realize that all this
let him be
nerd hype that there is, and nerd is really just like a high school concept, a concept of like assholes being like, it's a nerd. That's the only place that really that concept exists is in their mind.
It is a good thing where, like, I mean, you could say, like, oh, it's cheesy to try to be like, oh, I'm a nerd now. It's like, well, at least I think it's harder for people to be like, people are not afraid to say, I like these.
Yeah. There is that.
Well, I mean,
go fuck yourself.
Because as a majority, you're not really standing out now.
No, it's good. That's what I mean.
Like,
I want to see.
I guess it's
but
good.
still, that's why the balance is good. That's why the people that are like, I'm a nerd,
but then now
I
there's
can still
bullying.
be a whole person.
We were talking to James. Remember, he was like, every time you get people who are oppressed, they get this kind of power, and then they start oppressing people.
Yeah.
And so it's just flipping to the other side. Nerds are bullying. I've been in so many groups or so many things where you see nerds bullying other people,
right?
Ostracizing other people.
Like, I can't believe you don't know this.
Exactly.
You
so
don't know that.
Shit. It's none of it's really good or bad.
So basically, everybody's an asshole.
Everyone's an asshole. Everyone's an asshole. To me, I kind of identify to it because it's a label, but to best describe what I like. And when I do a show, I want to get smarter people in the audience. But to me, it's all high school shit.
And I think it's I think it's good. I think the those Geek Hard guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're
and
great
what they
guys.
do, their approach to it all is great.
But it's a passion. They love it.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah,
they're
so,
not. There's no it's not like an exclusive thing where they're trying to have their own thing. It's just they like it.
Yeah,
and,
they just that age where they don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of them, so they're fine. Yeah.
Everyone good if I switch the gears right now?
Yeah. When you're done with this, we got some questions and stuff online too.
Okay, cool. I read an interesting article this week. It was talking about some new research that was out of Germany, and it said to maintain a livable climate and prevent global temperatures from rising drastically, then no nation anywhere can burn oil or coal at all after 2050.
Wow.
2050.
Yeah. It said...
So get your driving in.
Yeah, in order for us to get on the right track, we need to lower emissions by at least 35%.
Is it oil? Oil, right?
So what's the answer?
Fossil fuels,
coal,
energy through coal, anything like that.
So we can use wind, sun.
Yeah,
we can use methane.
There's actually a guy from Stanford University, Mark Jacobson. He made a detailed roadmap for basically to replace 100% of the coal, oil, and natural gas energy sources with wind, water, and solar energy by 2050.
It will never happen.
I think it will happen, but not by 2050.
No fucking way we are
you
ever
don't-
going to get off gas.
We are going to run out of gas.
Yeah, but there's not in the amount of time. There's no way.
Wait, you were never going to run out of gas.
Maybe
We're
they'll figure out a way with science to be able to
make more.
make more. But there's no fucking way gas companies, which run the planet, are going to let us not get off gas.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the problem is that there's so much profit
Yeah.
in gas and oil and
And
stuff like that.
lithium. Lithium's another thing too.
Yeah, the richest people in the world are oil tycoons.
Yeah.
But if they do this, the good thing about it is that all these scientists are saying that it's doable to get rid of gas, whether like socially we will or not. I'm not sure. But they said that it'll be expensive, but it'll also create lots of jobs for people.
Yeah, the problem is that we're stuck in the debate of is there climate change or is not. Like no one's.
Let's just get on board.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's these shitty debates that like gays should marry or shouldn't they? Should we have abortion or shouldn't we? It's these we can't get past the bullshit to move forward. There's people still arguing for that saying that evolution didn't happen.
Yeah.
And they're being represented by people in office.
And who view these signs of catastrophe that we're causing through like mass like amounts of pollution
Yeah.
as like some sort of
Too
like,
many people.
apocalyptic fucking salvation. Like Jesus is coming back.
Because of abortion, because we're letting gays marry. That's the problem. So we're stuck in this thing. People placating this stupid, and we're not gonna
Taking stories into account when
Yeah.
we should just be looking at scientific facts.
exactly. And let's move forward and solve a problem. We're just arguing over bullshit.
This shit's scary, man.
Yeah,
This is scary.
The whole thing is terrifying.
Like I heard that there's going to be like I don't know the exact countries, but there's going to be like a ton of countries underwater by 2050.
Like
just
George
because our
Carlin
water
says-
levels are going to rise so much from like
From icebergs melting, you mean?
yeah, polar
from,
caps.
like us raising the heat and then
Yeah,
polar
they-
caps melting.
And they said that's unchangeable now. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
definitely going to happen.
You can't.
What? Like, do they know which countries?
I don't know if it's whole countries. Just in terms of the water level rising a dangerous amount, they said that is for sure. We
Anywhere
can
near
now-
a coast.
we can like cut
Yeah,
back
exactly.
how much it rises, but it's not gonna. We can't avoid it now. We've passed the point of being able to just change
like-
gears completely.
George Carlin says, when you're born, you get a ticket to the fair, and when you're in America, you sit in the front row. That's all you can do is enjoy it.
Isn't
Sit
it-
there and enjoy it.
Crazy that like I mean these people, these businessmen who like are running these oil companies and whatnot, they have to be smart enough to realize that this is happening, but they're so greedy.
It's
that
greed.
That even like pulls them away from being like
Fuck everybody. Fuck
everyone
everybody.
and my
Fuck the
own
earth.
grandkids.
They don't
Yeah.
care. It's such a sociopath mentality and just like fuck everyone. I need more because they're fucking people as it is. There's people starving. Like look at Walmart. There's people that's starving and they need how much more money? Like how much more? 300% more than your average worker. You need 300 times more than your average worker in money.
You mean who you talking about? Walmart
All
employees?
those CEOs like that.
Oh, yeah.
Walmart's
Oh, yeah.
bad. Walmart, you need 2 jobs to make anything.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just starving and you.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
It'd suck having to have an extra job for working at Walmart. Like
Yeah,
some
exactly.
Some people get a job so they could do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Getting a job to support your Walmart job.
Yeah.
Reagan deregularized all this kind of stuff, so like all CEOs can make as much as they want. And they do it.
economics, baby.
Yeah,
Paint a
fuck.
fucking wall at your factory.
I-
It's a huge tax deduction.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
And
fuck
they-
everyone. Trickle down. They call it trickle down economics, where they figure the rich will eventually pass all that money down.
It's gonna funnel back
Yeah,
into
and
the
then
system.
go back.
Yeah,
right
like
down.
they're gonna do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it kills me. It's like the argument is like, well, if you don't like it, go to school, get an education, so you don't have to work at Tim Hortons.
But the educations don't mean shit anymore.
You know, but my point is like, as far as someone working at Tim Hortons is just as valuable to me
dude.
as the doctor.
Yeah, but dude, the guy at Tim Hortons has an education.
What
The guy at
But
Tim Hortons has an
okay, but
education.
let's say even if the guy has an education.
No, what I'm saying is that everything's being pushed down. The guy without the education doesn't work at Tim Hortons. He's
Right.
panhandling. It's being pushed down. That's my point.
I
It's
get
like,
you're just not enough jobs.
there's nothing.
What I'm trying to say is like a guy that works at Tim Hortons
Yeah.
is that job to me is like, hey, if I want a coffee, I need a fucking coffee. This is a value. To me, this is an important job. Why can't and Tim Horton? Why can't they pay him? Why can't all their employees should be making at least $20 an hour?
But we don't know. They don't. I don't work at Tim
Oh,
Hortons.
you think they're making $20 an hour?
Yeah, so maybe they don't. I just know we live in a world. We have the sickness because we think poverty is as bad. Like to be poor is like it's very undesirable. To make an honest living to be famous is the greatest thing you can be.
Right.
And we live in a world where anyone making an honest living doing honest work is just like bullshit. And we don't value them at all. And what's happening is that's being used against us to live in the world that we're living in. Because we're all just fucking sociopaths at this point. We're all just being pushed into this thing.
Love it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Didn't Russell just pay for someone's funeral?
Yeah.
Russell Peters.
Yeah.
Was it
In Burlington?
some kid? So was it sleepover? Some kids died. Some kid went to a sleepover and there was a fire and the kid died. I think.
He donated $10,000 for the funeral, right?
Yeah, so I don't know what I just heard he paid for it. I don't know exactly. I don't know all the details.
I read online that I think it was $10,000, which is really generous.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's done that. He's done things like that before for other people too. I think. What was his name from Montreal? Didn't he pay for his funeral?
I don't know who.
Ernie.
Maybe. I don't
the
know.
Comedy Nest.
Yeah,
Is it
Ernie.
Ernie Butler?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
I believe he paid for his funeral. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't think that's going to change the environment. I don't think that's
I think
they'll run us right into the fucking ground.
I don't think. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree. I have a hope that it will, and I wish that it will, but I agree.
I think government's going to be overthrown at some point. I think eventually people will take over. That's why I don't
starts
understand.
here.
How do poor people fucking vote for conservatives? If you're poor, why are you voting conservative?
I voted NDP.
I don't understand. If you vote conservative, I vote NDP too.
Yeah.
If you vote conservative, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Because they don't care about you. They're business.
Here's something. Do you get what's the whole deal with not telling people who you voted for?
There's weird people are weird
Why
like
does
that.
matter?
Like, well, don't you worry about who I voted for.
I think it comes from that politics and religion thing where
Yeah,
you
they're
can't
like-
talk about that.
Just don't tell anybody who you voted for. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? I voted NDP.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
God, yeah.
Oh my god! You voted for someone that's not going to do anything if they get into power?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they're all not going to do the same amount.
Yeah.
They all relate in the same way.
It's like voting for the less.
Wait,
three.
hey man,
Yeah, but that's
I'm
how-
not going to do anything either. Doesn't matter who you vote for.
So it's just like we just accept it.
What was that? I saw a quote. It was like some guy said. I forget. Like if voting mattered, they wouldn't let us vote.
But at the same time, what do we do? What's the answer?
Take over the government. I guess we can do that.
Well, that is your option, is deciding what you'd be willing to use force against, and if not, then just
So
go
you're
through
saying
the system.
force is
Just figure out how to live on your own. Like
Yeah,
for now,
or persuade people to do that's the two options you really have. Is to do nothing, to try to force people.
if I became
persuade.
famous, rich, or just like won crazy amount of money in lottery, like just had like fucking ridiculous. First, I would just make sure I had enough for myself, take care of my friends, obviously my family, make sure like my nephews got like fucking lot of fucking dough, and whatever I got left, I would constantly try to feed it back into the system, and just like whatever. It's like, we need a new community center for the kids, for youth kids that are.
Yeah, but
I'd be like, here you go, boom, 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 boom. What?
They take that from you from taxes.
I would.
You're talking about being a millionaire that pays more taxes because that's
I'm not talking about donating to charity so I can claim it against my taxes.
No. What I'm saying is that you're paying taxes. So if you make more money, you're saying I would pay more taxes, so more services.
I wouldn't have a problem with paying taxes. I'm talking about giving my actual
I'm not saying
own.
you're having a problem paying taxes. I'm saying
Yeah.
you're saying I would pay more taxes, so my money would help more people.
I would be paying taxes anyway. Do you mean more taxes?
Because instead of paying the same amount of taxes as someone that makes $30,000 a year, you're gonna pay the amount that you make as a millionaire or multimillionaire. Whatever.
Besides that, that's
the
a
way-
giving.
That's how you help people.
No, then I would take my actual money and help people.
Yeah, he's saying what's left over because
If I have 20, if I
That's what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You're
so yeah, you're saying It's like if you. So I don't like. I want to buy my friend lunch. I'm like, I can't buy you lunch. My taxes will buy you lunch.
No, I'm saying what you're saying.
Well,
I put money. You just said I put money into schools. I'd help this organization. I'm saying, yeah, you pay taxes. You put more taxes.
No, you're double talking. I'm not. I'm already paying taxes. I don't care about my. I don't care about my tax
the thing
money.
About taxes, though, and you might be able to confirm or deny.
If you're saying,
I don't know, because I don't know for sure. But when I was in the 1 year of university that I did, the guy he did this whole thing on like taxes and stuff, and showed that in Canada, and probably even more so in the States, the system that we have that we think is like good, it's relatively easier on the poor and harder on the rich, doesn't actually do that much. The percentage more that rich people have to pay is canceled out by a whole bunch of other breaks that they get. So
that's what my point is.
It ends up being worse on
poor people. That's what my point is. That's what I'm saying.
But you're talking about. But you're saying that taxes doesn't really do much.
No. What I'm saying is he won't take the breaks. He's going to put more in for taxes.
Oh, got it. So you're saying what should be?
Yeah, you're going to put more money in for taxes. You're going to put more money in than the average person.
You're talking about like how rich people try to avoid paying taxes.
You're going to put more in. You're going to put more of a percentage in to help out.
But I was but I was going to do that anyways.
I know, but you're saying like I'd put money for hospitals. I'll do that, right?
Right.
Okay, that's your taxes.
Yeah, I guess I get what you're saying. I will do that. I'm trying to say, and
okay, then you put
my money that's in my bank account. I will take that money, that's mine, and do stuff with that.
Except for what he spends on buying out Penthouse Forum.
Yeah.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Or just a bunch of ink cartridges.
You could do it the same way.
A 1-bedroom apartment.
I'll do both then. I'll do both. That's what I'm trying to say. I would just find out, where do we need a hospital?
Yeah.
Let's go.
But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it does work that way.
No.
If I want to build a hospital, I can't build a fucking hospital?
No, you can't.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you can't just build a hospital.
Why can't I just build a hospital?
Because you live in Canada.
Well, I can't.
We don't have private.
Guys, stop fucking talking about me jerking off.
They're talking about you buying Island Inkjet and putting it in your house so you can jerk off to Penthouse Forum.
I like that.
You answer me a question. If I want to build a hospital,
Dude,
can I build a hospital?
It's run by government. You can't just buy a hospital. You can't have a Manolis hospital.
Yeah, you couldn't just buy a hospital. You could donate to a hospital to have it expand.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, there you go. So
and you can get a tax break for it. So
I don't want it. I don't want
to take the tax break and put that towards more stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that then.
Keep putting it in.
Yeah.
So we're just saying the same thing.
Trickle-down economics.
That's why I was laughing, is because the argument that you guys were having, you were both actually saying.
I was trying to say, hey, this is all you have to do.
Yeah.
We were saying the same thing.
We have questions on the.
Yeah, we do. But you were getting mad at me.
Because you're saying I can't donate money.
No, I didn't say you can't.
But see, you understood what he was saying.
I know,
you knew.
Okay, you're right. I should have taken the high road. Okay, I
thought the way you said it was perfectly fine. You were going to donate money to things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would just say you just paid. Anyway, stop.
So you're saying I can't donate money? Fucking asshole.
Okay, this is from Ghost Director Patrick, and he says...
Boring.
Yeah, let's get rid of our one listener.
Just kidding, Patrick.
GNO Podcast, favorite clean joke to tell a kid and favorite clean joke to tell anyone.
My favorite joke to tell a kid is "you're a cunt."
That depends on the kid.
My favorite joke ever is when I heard Drew Carey say on the Nerdist podcast. It's pretty funny. He says, there's a door-to-door salesman. He's traveling around, and he knocks on the door, and this kid answers, and he's wearing high heels, a pearl necklace, some lipstick, and he's smoking a cigarette, and the salesman looks at him and says, "Are your parents home?" The kid looks back at him and he goes, "What the fuck do you think?"
That's actually great. That's great.
That is fantastic.
I all my clean jokes are corny because they're like knock type jokes. Like what's red and white and what's black and white and red all over?
What?
A newspaper.
Oh.
I know, but that's what I'm going to tell a kid. What do you want me to tell the kid? Hey, you ever been, babies get shit on? Is that what you want me to do my whole shit on babies bit?
Yep.
Yeah.
That I don't really have a lot of clean. I don't know jokes.
Manolis, what joke would you tell a kid?
Well, I did a show last night, clean in front of children. Actually, 12-year-old. There was a bunch of 12-year-olds, and
Jesus.
they seemed to. They seemed to enjoy the stories the most. The stories between.
Yeah, that
them.
makes sense. Though
I told stories about me and my brother growing up as a
I
kid.
was saying that you could turn that into a cartoon. You and your brother do an animated show with that.
Oh, all the stories.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I told the story. I didn't know it was going to go. Last night, I told the story about pulling string on my brother's ass,
That's so
and
funny, man.
these.
It's not dirty though.
It's not dirty.
It's
just
innocent and stupid.
But
it's not dirty.
the Greeks, they lost their fucking minds when I
It's
told
very
that story.
funny.
They were laughing.
They're crying.
The first time I heard that story,
Yeah.
I cried.
Yeah, those stories. There's nothing disgusting or gross. It's because it's real.
Right.
It's very funny. I think those stories are funny as hell. Yeah.
That's all I would do for kids. Mace,
I don't know. I don't have a. I'm trying to think.
Religion stuff. Do your religion stuff.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I
What
can't
about
think of a
knock-knock
clean
joke?
joke. No.
It's weird because I can make kids laugh. I know how to make, but I don't
you
know any
look like
jokes.
you're going to be like clean. That's the thing. That's funny. It's like not that like that. When I say clean, I don't want nothing to do with whether you say fuck or not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that your content is very like
appropriate.
it's edgy.
Yeah.
You have edgy stuff, but you don't look like it's going to be so edgy.
Yeah, it's true. And you don't sound edgy.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like it's a great contrast.
Thanks.
That's why it even works better that way.
What was the question? The clean joke and then the
Yeah,
funniest?
if you have your favorite clean joke to tell a kid and your favorite clean joke to tell anyone.
Oh, I don't have. I can't think of clean. Ah, man.
I'm not good at telling jokes.
I can't
and
think of
I don't want like bits, I guess.
But you can do street jokes in this.
I just make fun of kids.
I
like,
did-
I
well,
just
this
make fun of kids. That's what I would do. I make fun of my
Nice
nephew.
t-shirt,
Yeah,
fuckhead.
and they laugh. For some reason, kids, I just make fun of everything, and they laugh. Kids,
You can almost
One
do
of my
anything.
favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorite jokes to tell other people,
Yeah.
like another comics joke, is Manolis's the Jesus joke. I've told so many people
that's
that
a good joke to tell.
Yeah, Jesus died for your sins. If you don't sin, he died for nothing. I think it's hilarious. I've told so many people that.
Well,
And that's
thank you.
clean, So
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is clean.
It is clean, I guess. Yeah.
All right, so High Art, and this is from Sonny Torres at Royal_W_cheese with a Z. CHEEZ. He says, Girls Night Out podcast. High art, low art. You guys' opinions on it. I'm not fucking up what he said. Movies, music, TV. What do you guys think of high art, low art?
Can you explain
High art and low art. I guess high art would be like Game of Thrones. Low art would be
Married with Children?
no, that's high art. It would be like what is that? The Wives of Beverly Hills.
I prefer low art.
why is why? What's
Good read,
the?
Jared.
How do you make the distinction?
Well, with what? With Game of Thrones, and there's something else going on with it. There's the acting, the
Why is Married with Children? Because I love that show.
Married and Children
but I
is
imagine
satirical.
In its time, it'd be considered.
satirical. It's a satirical look at sitcoms because at its time it was like going up against Cosby Show and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was making fun of all those type of shows.
Okay, so there was another element. You're just saying there's some other.
There's
element other
another
than
there's
the
thought
direct-
put into it.
Yeah,
Whereas you know where you can
Tina
just turn your head up.
borrowed my
Yeah,
frying pan and didn't. I haven't watched.
for my frying pan.
I don't know. I tried.
That's pretty much every episode.
That's every episode, babe.
I don't know what it.
You hang out with them. You hang out with
You
them.
know what it's about? What is on that show? If you had to
Which
come
one?
up with a plot for
Which-
Beverly Hill Wives, what did you say? Whatever you said.
I think they
no,
just
I
scream
do-
at
I
each
don't.
other.
It's just rich women that are always fake or real mad at each other. I don't even know.
Yeah,
if
they
it's-
just scream at each other.
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah.
It's so they know it's.
I don't know where a frying pan came in. You said frying pan.
I feel like that's the biggest drama you could think of. Not Tina fucked my husband.
No, it's a
Tina borrowed my
frying pan.
and I haven't gotten it back yet.
Tina.
And I don't even cook my own food. I go out every night, so I'm not even sure.
When
how I
is my
noticed
frying
this.
pan coming back to this house? That's a whole episode. Oh, we got to do the frying pan episode again.
I lent her the frying pan.
That was the pilot to capture everyone's attention.
I thought it was a
To
sweepstakes
realize the
episode.
genius in this idea.
Oh, the frying pan thing had us on the edge. On the edge. Was she going to get a frying pan back? Was she not going to get the frying pan back?
But not even joking, I love that shit. Like,
see,
I watch that shit all the time, and I love it.
I'm not is it Desperate Housewives? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But it's something I like low stuff too. I love shitty stuff too.
entertaining.
Yeah, I
Bad
like
TV is very entertaining.
Yeah, I like it, but I can't watch tons of it. I can watch some of it, like The High Art. I can watch some of it, but I can watch dumb shit too.
I get too annoyed. I saw there's a show called. Actually, I don't know what it's called, but it's something about these like girls that work at a bar somewhere.
It's probably the name of the show.
Yeah, that probably is.
Girls who work at a bar somewhere. That's a good one.
And just every night, it's just they're mad at each other for something.
I love how you're saying you get annoyed by that. Have you heard your own radio show? You're doing low art. That's what it's based
And you
on.
sound like a girl too. It does sound like cackling heads.
That gives you a great idea for next week. You steal my frying pan.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like you can sit there and watch those. Like, there's this one show we watched for like 2 hours. It's called like Decks, and they build people's decks.
I can't watch that shit.
I can sit there and watch that shit. Comic Book Man, I can sit there and watch that.
Yeah, that's a great
You
one.
just turn off your brain. You're good to go.
But that's what I kind of want to do when I watch TV.
But I like watching Game of Thrones. I love. I like both sides of it.
Same.
It's so when you watch something like Kardashians, their show, it's like
I can't watch that one.
it's beyond fucking boring.
Yeah, that one's boring.
It's so like they're like you can tell like everything's so forced. It's like, well, why did you do this? I don't know. I did that. Like it's like something like, guys, just be upset that she took your cell phone. I guess.
Glee, I can't watch either. Glee, I can't stand. I can't watch that one. What's that called? Kardashians.
But they're Kardashians.
Yeah, and I can't watch like all the Bachelor shit, and I can't watch Dancing with Stars shit.
Jersey
Yeah.
Shore was pretty good.
It was
never
entertaining.
watched that, yeah.
It was good. That was perfect bad TV because
I watched it for
that was real. Them just being fucking loving the attention and being cocky and troublemakers. Like it was all real bullshit.
When the guy punched the girl, I was like, "What the fuck?"
See, that's entertaining TV. Jerry
Yeah.
Springer. It's entertaining.
Yeah, to a point.
I think it's still that's very forced. I think a lot of it's set up.
In the beginning was
Yeah,
good.
it all is, I think. Yeah, and that's a couple years ago before I knew Jerry Springer was set up.
I
liked it.
loved Bam Margera's show.
Right. Viva La Bam?
I think Viva La Bam. His uncle was the funniest to me
Don
because that
Vito?
guy, it was the same kind of thing where he was dumb but just like it wasn't fake at all. It was real.
Yeah.
He was just pissed off because Bam just fucked with him all the time.
What about the Beverly Hills whatever house? I think it's that one.
Yeah.
There was one of the seasons. What happened is one of the wives, her husband, committed suicide.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Shit.
You know what the wife did? Still signed on for the next season.
Yeah, but she gotta make money.
You're
Just gotta get that
You're-
paper.
you're- that's who they are.
So what are you
so
so-
entertaining that
what were
this
you supposed to
crazy
do?
bitch would do that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Be
what-
upset the fact that maybe
Okay,
this
but-
show has something to do with your husband killing himself.
Why did he kill himself? Oh yeah, they were living beyond their means and shit.
I don't know what is it. But do you think there probably would have been a better chance him not killing himself if everything wasn't fucking on TV?
No, that guy would have killed himself at some point.
Maybe not though. Maybe what would
Those
you
are
say about your
superficial pieces of shit.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Like as a wife, it's like like you know what? Fuck this shit, man. I want nothing to do with it. I don't want like my husband. Like you know what? I'm still important, and people need to hear what I think and say. I know my husband's fucking dead, but yeah, I'll sign on for the season 4.
What if it's good money?
Fuck.
So you're saying if I do a reality show, and my wife kills herself, or Lisa kills herself,
I would hope you not do another
resign?
season. No.
but it's a good show. We're getting good ratings.
If I kill myself, you bastards better not continue on with this
Oh,
podcast.
we are doing the podcast at your funeral. On your
Around
It's better keep doing it because I'm pretty sure someone here is going to kill himself eventually.
Unless one of us write a fucking note saying I'm killing myself because of Girls Night Out podcast, then no, you keep doing it.
Well, that's bullshit.
But now you know the parameters, Jordan.
That's going in my suicide note now. I hope you all know that.
On your Hello Kitty stationery.
The Darth Vader one that he writes with a big pen.
Dear cruel world.
It's a cruel world.
We'll sell your notebooks to everybody.
Okay, so we're a mix, except for Mace, who just needs to be educated every 24/7.
Yeah.
He needs.
Puts out low art every Friday at 3.
Yeah, exactly. Out of his asshole,
Which is based on low art.
No, but I don't even I also it's not a high art or low art thing. I just don't watch any fiction really. Like
because you're a robot.
What do you mean you don't watch any
came up with
fiction?
like
Is it
acronym
fake stuff?
I don't
mean?
watch any like really sitcoms.
He sees all the
Or-
Matrix.
Scrolling through, he's like,
Wait.
Simulated humor.
What don't you watch? Like, what do
Like
you mean?
anything other than
Will you watch
He doesn't like
Seinfeld?
fiction.
pardon?
Like Seinfeld?
I think Seinfeld's hilarious. I've seen it, but there's nothing I actively watch.
The show is hilarious. That is enough for me.
So wait, what
Memory
would you
banks are
watch?
filled.
If I watch anything, it's like documentaries or YouTube videos or
Oh, so you like
just nonfiction.
you like actual information.
Yeah.
So his memory comes out of his
dumb stuff. Like there's I don't know. Like I love any like just like alien
I love alien
things.
shit.
Yeah, it's great.
I love aliens.
And that's not better than like a Jersey Shore, really, for the most part. But I like that better than.
I'd love to watch Jersey Shore
Okay, what?
in space.
We're trying to keep talking and they're just making fun of.
When you masturbate.
Tonight's gonna be a good
What
night.
do you like watching?
Would you like watch Jersey Shore in space? Would be like pigs in space. Jersey Shore in
I
space.
definitely would. That'd be great.
That you'd watch.
sorry, guys.
Send the cast to Mars. That'd be.
Tonight's gonna be.
I have no idea what you said.
We were just laughing about you. We're calling you a robot. Sorry, guys.
I like information too.
I like information too. Like I like watching space stuff and things like that.
And I get stressed out by shows because there's so much, like there's so many, like even just trying to pick a sitcom on Netflix
Yeah.
to watch. There's so many other ones that you're not watching. With like a documentary or something, it doesn't matter that there's a ton that you're not watching because that one you watch and you learn the information from. And but with a show, it's like you're constantly trying to figure out what's going to be more entertaining.
And I still haven't watched Breaking Bad's final season.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Why not?
Well, I don't have Netflix, so I don't really, and I'm not a download for the internet. I'm retarded.
I will download it for you and put it on a DVD.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't.
Did I say I was going to do it to you for you?
No, no, you never did.
Okay.
I didn't.
I have to see the final season.
You have to see
You have
the
to see it.
face.
It's fucking.
I would love to see it, but I mean, I don't.
From the first shot of.
I'll get it for you.
And you're going to watch it perfectly because you don't have the break. You're watching it right through.
Break.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Because it's the scene starts with him pulling a machine gun out of a trunk.
Hands down the best season of
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
which is amazing. They were able to do that.
And they're doing Better Call Saul now. That's coming out in fall.
That'll be good.
It's a
Better Call
prequel.
Saul?
It's a prequel to Breaking
He
Bad.
was saying that there might actually be like cameos from Walter White
Yeah.
and stuff in it
That's what we're talking about.
because it's before all this stuff happened. So that'd be pretty cool.
We have a couple more questions. You guys want to go through these?
Yeah.
This is from Wes Martin, Marley Weston, Girls Night Out podcast, Stanley Cup. I don't know if this is a player. We're not going to answer this question. LACHIE. I'm at CHIE. Do you know this?
mean?
Do you know? I'm asking you because you're the only one I think knows something about hockey. Oh, we're fucked. Do we have the?
Okay, what's the question?
Okay, Stanley Cup Litchi Fest in Hagersville, and how much Tim Hudak looks like Mr. Bean.
Next question.
Okay, sorry,
Matt
Wes.
Serena had a great.
Do you know Wes Martin?
About Tim Hudak?
Okay,
I know that name, Tim Hudak.
Tim Hudak was running for the Liberal Party. Looks like he does look like Mr. Bean.
The PC.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But Matt Serena had a better one. He said, Tim Hudak looks like Michael Keaton who just had a great idea.
That guy kills me sometimes.
I know he does.
Perfect.
It's too bad he doesn't talk on podcasts. I'm just joking, man. Okay, and this is the last from Wes Martin, Marley Weston, Gino podcast. WWE legend Pat Patterson coming out of the closet and Jordan staying in the closet.
Is that you, Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Who's
who's
this?
You know him, right?
He's my friend's brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I kind of know Wes. I've met him a couple times. I think.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Pat Patterson came out of the
I'm
closet.
staying in.
Yeah.
Pat's out. I don't know who the fuck Pat is. Do you
He's
know something about this?
he was the first Intercontinental Champion in the WWE, and then he took over. He was Vince McMahon's right hand man. Genius at wrestling. Genius at booking.
And then he came out of the closet.
He came out of the closet a long time ago, like years and years before.
was it like now it's more public with it? You mean, or
No, it
was
wasn't.
it public?
It wasn't anything where anyone was like, "Oh, Pat Patterson's gay." It was just everyone knew.
But everybody was like, oh, that's Pat Patterson. Like, didn't no one know who he was, or he was?
No,
the
people
actual
did know
wrestler?
because during the '90s, during the Attitude Era, the best era for the WWE, he played one of the Stooges in the Kiss Your Ass Club. Vince McMahon used to come out as the boss. He used to play the boss figure, which was basically the $1 Million Man, and he'd fire wrestlers and make them kiss his ass to stay in the middle of the ring.
So this guy kept trying to get fired.
Yeah, he always got fired.
He wanted to get fired because he liked that.
Kiss his ass. So they did this whole thing where like they were the Stooges. They were always getting beaten up, and they were like, because he had Jerry Briscoe and Pat Patterson. And they were,
Do people care that he's gay?
no, wrestlers actually. Well,
I mean,
I'm
fans.
shocked. No one cares. He has one of the best minds in wrestling. Like he's from Montreal, Canada.
No, but I'm saying the
Nobody gives a
WWE
shit. There's a
fans
wrestler
are
that
like,
just came out.
they're
There's
like,
a wrestler.
oh my god! Or
There's
like,
an openly gay wrestler now.
Now?
Yeah, in WWE.
what's his whole?
It's just a guy.
No, like when he pins them.
Oh, he pulls his pants down and
Sticks his tongue in their ear.
Yeah, and then
He's the only one that doesn't hold them on their back.
he
It's on the
pins
front.
on the back on their stomach, and then
Like, I can't count until they're on their back. No, this is the way I do it.
this is how I pin.
How's I pin? Why do you have a boner?
That's what happened.
1, 2, 3.
You've
Come.
been watching more wrestling than me.
And I'm going to come out of the closet on episode 100, so keep listening.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
It's gonna
good.
go down.
No one's shocked.
Go
That's
in.
the thing. Nobody's.
I mean, go in.
Yeah.
Jordan's like, I gotta have an announcement, guys. I'm gay. And you're like, yeah, okay.
If you were fucking, if you were gay and you were gonna fuck a dude, would you do it like a chick?
Wait a second. If you were gay, though,
Would I get fucked?
would you fuck a chick?
No.
Would you fuck it like a dude? So
Like, if you
legs
fuck- if
over,
you're gonna
his
fuck-
legs
Wait,
over.
if I were gay, I wouldn't fuck a chick.
no,
No,
but
no,
would
if
you
you-
fuck a dude like a chick?
Like on her
Just
back and
go
just
with it, dude.
you put the guy on his back.
Dudes in the ass.
Yeah, but would you put him on his back still?
Interesting fact: Jordan fucks every chick like it's a dude.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you can't go back.
Don't you understand what
so
I'm
you can play
saying?
Mass Effect 2
Dude's on his
afterward.
back. You lift his balls and then you fuck his asshole.
You know too much
No, I
about
think I would
this.
just bend them over and fuck them.
Yeah, that would
Behind.
make
Or
more
maybe
sense.
if it was like if I got bored of that, then I'd probably fuck them. Like,
I think when you're having sex, you figure out different ways to do things.
yeah, I'd probably do both.
You know, there's so many. The world just blows your mind every day, doesn't it?
Well, it does. It does when I realize because you know what they do too. Is like when they like you
you
say
do.
like if I fuck you, right? We're gay and I'm fucking you, right? I come. It's not over. I didn't turn around. You fuck me.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
Done.
That's why gay people are late all the time. Right?
But can they come while they're getting fucked in the ass too?
What?
Like
well, there's
like-
that's
like
well,
reach
that's
around?
a time. Yeah, that's a time saver. I guess.
that's a time saver move. Let's
Yeah.
do the time saver, guys. We got to get to the church.
Yeah.
What do we
Do the reach around.
what
You
do-
jerk me off while you're fucking my
We got to
asshole.
go to the antique
Boom.
store. Let's hurry this up.
Boom. We
Yeah.
both come. Go to church. We're done.
It's immaculate.
Why are you talking directly to him?
Hey,
when
we've got a thing.
I don't want to fuck you.
he's trying to convince you. Would
Like
you-
I want to fuck you, Gavin.
It's okay. I'm upset that you don't. But what are you gonna do?
I picture you like complaining about how I'm fucking you. You're like, yeah, you can do. You're not doing it right. Blah blah
Me
blah.
over.
What are you
Hey.
doing? Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
pay more taxes.
Fuck
It'll go
you.
right. You can't own your own hospital.
Yeah. I
gotta
didn't
just-
enjoy what you said about the hospital.
Let's do
Put
this.
a condom on.
Let's do this quickly. Why is
Don't
that?
use lube.
Why is that all full of pus?
Disgust
You gave me
me.
herpes.
Why is it bleeding like that?
I know. On and on and on. Shut the fuck up and let me just fuck your ass.
I'm sorry. I should just shut up and let you fuck my ass.
It's a great place to end, I think.
It is. We're at 3:59. Do we have any more? Do we have one more topic? I think if you guys Wanted. 3:59.
We've been 3 hours and 59.
No, we're 1 hour and 33 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I think we should. I gotta get going.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Can we promote something?
Yeah, let's promote.
Okay, on.
Actually, I'll promote Wes's band. It's Old CD. Old CD. They're fucking awesome.
Okay, and thanks for all the comments and everything. That was great, guys. Thank you very much.
I think you can, just look up Old CD on Google. They have like this awesome like series on YouTube where they recorded like 4 of their songs in in like this like cool recording studio, and like the videos are pretty sweet. So check those out.
Awesome.
Like them and share them if you can.
They're from Hagersville,
Caledonia.
Caledonia. Is that
They're a
near?
great band though. Yeah.
It's all in. Yeah.
They're really good.
I would like to plug Tim Nastiopoulos. He is a Greek. Well, he's a comedian. He's also Greek. So it's Tim and Nastiopoulos, Nasiopoulos. Check him out on YouTube. Very funny comic. A good friend of mine. That's what I want to plug.
Do you have any plug-in to do?
I was going to say Geek Card.
Oh, okay. There you go. Geek Card.
Check out Geek Card.
Cardshow.com.
There you go. That's the one. They've been helping out with this Kickstarter. We've been doing a Kickstarter. It started on Wednesday, and it's geeksinherittheearth.com, and we're doing a documentary where we travel around, I do stand-up, and then we visit geeky places. So if you want to donate money, go there. I don't really
watch the video for it.
Yes, there's going to be more videos and more. There's also, you can get benefits if you donate. There's different levels. You know how it works. I don't have anybody else. I don't have anyone to plug. Sorry, guys. But I'll plug Apple for your computers. Without you, they do need it. They're struggling.
Helping out the little man.
That's what I do.
That's our philosophy here at Girls Night Out.
It's so you can follow us on Twitter at GNO Podcast and on Facebook at Girls Night Out Podcast. Thanks again. I never ended the show this way, but
Gavinettes are playing a show.
The Gavinettes. Oh yes, I'm
We're
sorry.
going to be playing a show at Homegrown Hamilton
We're very excited for it.
next weekend.
Yes, it's going to be all banjos.
It's $44 to get in at the door,
Yeah.
but you get a free donaire
Yes.
and a bottle of scotch.
Slightly used donaire
Slightly used donaire and a
and a
bottle of scotch.
And we'll be playing drums on the banjos. Like
And-
we'll be using banjo
Are you really
drums.
doing a show there?
Yeah, the Gavinet. No,
What's the
Gavinettes.
band?
the Gavinettes.
Your name doesn't get represented at all?
I
How do you
joined-
feel about that?
I'm okay with it. I joined later.
He was hired.
And like the Gavinettes is an institution, so it'd be like going to SNL and being like, "Why isn't my name?"
It's
in the
exactly
title?
like that. I didn't start the band.
You didn't?
No, it was
actually-
somebody else before.
it was a guy
So is
named
your
Chris.
real name
Yeah.
even Gavin?
Yeah, and it's all coincidence
Yeah,
that
that was-
the name's name. It's huge coincidence. It was a guy who, 40 years ago started it after
What
the
was
war.
his name again?
Chris. We just got a new falsetto.
Yeah, Debbie.
Debbie.
Debbie
she's-
is amazing.
She's great.
She is so awesome.
Check Debbie out on Twitter at Debbie Gavinet. And next weekend, Homegrown Hamilton.
It's gonna be an awesome show.
you have any openers?
Can I plug a real show? I mean not that wasn't a real show. I mean,
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying
That kind of elevates itself beyond show.
yeah,
it's more of an experience.
It is. It's. I don't know if you guys know Ziggy Stardust. It's very much like David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust. It's
yeah,
very.
he kind of ripped the Gavinettes off, but we'll say that.
That's for the courts to decide.
Yeah.
That's not for
We're
us.
still in trials.
Yeah, but we're doing a show at Homegrown Hamilton, Mace. You're all invited to come and
Homegrown
jump on.
Hamilton?
Yeah,
Staircase?
I'll never go into homegrown Hamilton.
Will this be out? This will be
yeah, you're right. Forget
is
it.
a
We already
past
did the
plug.
show.
That place
Screw
can go
everyone.
fuck itself.
it's past Thursday.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, guys.
But it was fun. You should have
yeah,
been
that
there.
show was so awesome. All right, so that's it's Father's Day. It was Father's Day, and people have to go meet their fathers. Okay, bye.
First time.
Shut up and let you fuck my ass.